To turn your back on a God-given plant that is totally harmless, and I mean, I've researched this subject, and many other people have too, for a good number of years now, and we have never found anything about that plant that is not beneficial. So why is it denied? It's denied simply so they can make more money. They don't give a damn about us. All they care about is their profit margins, and all those politicians are filling their back pockets along with them. Actually, there was a commission formed in Canada, I think in 1972, and they recommended complete legalization of it. And that's what should have happened. But, I mean, there's been many, even Judge Francis Young with the DEA, he did a 3-week study on this himself. And he came out and said it's one of the most harmless therapeutic substances on this planet. And he was in agreement that it should be legalized. But there's too damn many people filling their pockets. And they're the ones with the money, they're the ones that control the media. So what chance do we have? All we have is the internet and word of mouth. But it's getting out there quickly now because we have people all over the world, and David Icke is involved in this a bit, and Max Eigen. There's many people now with, quite big names that are making a loud noise about this. Well, I think what's going to happen, I mean, I could go back to Canada tomorrow and take them on. But, I mean, I want to get the book out. I'd like to get the book out for about 6 months before I return to Canada, because the book tells the brutal truth of the whole story. And I think once that book is out for a few months, if I went back to Canada, I don't think the government would even dare come near me, because it would just create too much of a scene. And this time the courtroom would be full, and maybe surrounded. The whole court might be surrounded. But I'm trying to give this time to, so people can become aware of what's truly happening here. I mean, I was the same way when I discovered this. I kept thinking, this couldn't work, because if it did work, they would be using it. Because we all think that in our hearts, like you're not going to go kill people for no reason, but they do. And well, I shouldn't say no reason. I guess money is the reason. But I mean, in truth, we're living in a totally insane world. We're fighting wars that shouldn't be fought. It's just ridiculous what's going on, and I think this United We Strike is a great idea, because this is what we have to do. We have to get the people together, and we've got to get this world back on the right track. And we have to learn to get along together, and as far as I'm concerned, this business of countries and all the rest of it should be abolished. Tear down the borders. I'm a human being. I should have the right to go anywhere on this planet I want to go. But they, as long as they can keep the borders up, keep people going to war, they're going to do it, because the ammunition factories are making lots of money, aren't they? I've done many shows, open line talk shows and things like that. And I always challenge the medical system, medical professionals, by all means, call in and take me on. Not one has ever done it. That should tell you right there what's happening. Because, I mean, if what I'm saying isn't true, why haven't they defrocked me? They haven't defrocked me because they can't. I'm the one telling the truth, and they're the ones that are lying. People today will go in and watch doctors poison and kill their loved ones and do nothing about it. The doctor did his best. No, well, I'm telling you right now, no, the doctor didn't. The simple truth is, these people that go to medical school, they know more about medicine before they go into medical school. Because by the time they leave medical school, they're just brainwashed. When they enter medical school, they still have a little bit of common sense. We all know that poison isn't good for you. I mean, if you had a pet or a dog or something, and it became sick, would you give it poison and expect it to heal? Well, that's what they're doing to us. Well, chemotherapy, yes, when it was introduced, it was just ridiculous. There's no success rate with it. They try to say it's effective for certain types of cancer. Well, I mean, you can burn a tumor down with chemo, and you might take a tumor down with radiation. But in the end, the carcinogenic effects of the treatment themselves make the cancer spread. And this is what I deal with all the time. People come to me after they've taken chemo and radiation, and then you have to try to cure their cancer, and you've got to try to undo all of the damage that these treatments have done. And as far as I'm concerned, anybody that would even consider taking chemo or radiation is insane. You have to be. Even the tests they give people, like CAT scans, a great big dose of radiation. Like an ordinary CAT scan gives you 200 times the amount of radiation that an X-ray gives you. And that's if the machine is on its lowest setting. If the machine is set on a higher setting, or somebody that doesn't know that much about it is running it, a lot of people that are given CAT scans, well, they're actually, I've seen on the internet there, and it showed people, like on the sides of their heads, they had gone in and had these CAT scans done on their brains, and the hair on the top of their head stayed, but all the hair on the sides of their head fell out. And that's just from a CAT scan. So, I mean, I tell people, don't take CAT scans. As a matter of fact, when people come to me, and I know as horrible as this sounds, the first thing I tell them, if you want to survive, stay away from the medical system. I mean, we need doctors. I have respect for good surgeons. You know, if we get in a car accident or something like that, yes, we need somebody to put us back together. That side of medicine is not so bad. But the other side of it, you know, the prescriptions, the chemical poisons and all of that, it doesn't make any sense. It's just outright murder as far as I'm concerned. And when I was young, I mean, if you went to a doctor and got a prescription, you took it for a month or something, and then when you got better, you stopped taking it. Today, if you go to a doctor, they put you on a pill, and you're on it for the rest of your life. And then before you know it, you're on 2, and then 3, and then 4, and more and more and more. They just keep putting more, so many chemicals into us, and these are causing, you know, I mean, the simple truth is, no two of us are the same. So if you and I went in to the same doctor, and we both had the same conditions, and they started giving us these chemicals, they have no idea what effect that's going to have on you or me. Because no two of us are the same. We all have different chemical balances. The medical system knows this, but they just blindly go along. You know, this is the way the system is designed. Well, it's like I said, this system is guilty of genocide, and it's time to bring it to an end. And I think United We Strike is a good way to do it.